Centodieci features the iconic 8.0-liter W16 engine with 600 horsepower at 7,000 rpm. An additional air inlet in the area of the oil cooler reliably regulates the temperature of the performance-enhanced engine. The Centodieci sprints from 0 to 100 km per hour in 2.4 seconds, to 200 km per hour in 6.1 seconds and to 300 km per hour in 13.1 seconds. The top speed is electronically cut off at 380 km per hour. It's not just the top speed that makes a hypersports car. With the Centodieci, we once again demonstrate that design, quality and performance are just as important, says Stephan Winkelmann. The Centodieci saves 20 kg of unladen weight. Among other things, a lightweight windscreen wiper and stabilizers made of carbon are used. This enables a sensational power-to-weight ratio of just 1.13 kg per horsepower. Naturally, customers can have their special edition Centodieci painted in the Bugatti color of their choice. The small series, limited to 10 vehicles, and already sold out, and handcrafted in Molsheim, France, will be delivered in 2 years at unit prices starting at €8 million plus VAT. After its short period in Italy, Bugatti has now been back at its old headquarters in Molsheim, France, for almost 20 years. This is where Ettore Bugatti produced the very first vehicles that bore his name at the end of 1909. We faced a number of technical challenges in terms of the development and design of the Centodieci, says homage. The EB110 is a very flat, wedge-shaped and graphically quasi-two-dimensional supersports car of the late 1980s. Transporting this classic look into the new millennium without copying it was technically complex, to say the least. We had to create a new way of combining the complex aerothermal requirements of the underlying Veyron technology with a completely different aesthetic appearance. The flat, horseshoe-shaped radiator at the front reveals its depth only from the side view, with the newly developed, deep-seated front spoiler and the 3-section air intakes providing a perfect match. The front of the Centodieci drops very low. The iconic Bugatti horseshoe has been reduced accordingly, while the Bugatti logo macaron sits on the hood, which is interrupted at the center by a black element. This allowed us to rekindle memories of EB110, says homage. The optimized front section with the extended front splitter and the airflow through the hood further improve the car's aerodynamics. The front is subordinated to the generally low geometry of the vehicle, despite its original, predominant cooling surface. The newly developed, complex and very narrow headlamps with integrated LED daytime running lights provide the perfect match. Thanks to the newly developed lighting elements, we were stylistically free in the front and rear sections to pay respectful homage to the EB110 while at the same time transposing this appealing visual reminiscence into modern technology, says homage. We incorporated the wedge-shaped design in the development process, but we took it in a new direction, says the designer. Instead of copying the classic Italian wedge in which the muscle runs from the rear to the front wheel, suggesting a dynamic leap forward, Bugatti strikes out on a new path in the Centodieci. The otherwise dominant Bugatti line, the C-line on the B-pillar, gives way to a new design significantly smaller than the chair. 5 round air inserts, positioned in the form of a diamond, ensure sufficient air intake for the iconic 16-cylinder engine. In this way, Bugatti has brought forward the visually leaping wedge of the EB110 SS into a new millennium. Instead of the graphic two-dimensional rear of the EB110 with its 2 pill-shaped tail lights, the Centodieci relies on a wide air outlet opening for more efficient engine thermals, bringing to life the flying tail light elements in graphic kinship with the EB110. It took several months to develop solutions to ensure a balanced temperature. As in the EB110, the engine is seen behind a transparent glass surface. The rear is formed into a single ventilation hole, characterized by the 8 rear light elements, 2+2 exhaust tailpipes positioned on top of each other in a black matte anodized finish and a performance diffuser to improve downforce. The overhanging rear wing is permanently attached in the style of the original EB110 SS. This increases the downforce. Downforce is supported by the aerodynamic tailgate and a laminar flow optimized rear window.